Hey y'all, Binks here. I tell you what, if you were trying to destroy Star-Lord and honestly beat up just about anything else in the meta, I cannot recommend enough this Aurora Drax list. This was actually a couple weeks ago, one of the highest performing decks on Untapped, and it's really kind of fallen off as far as play rate recently, and it spotted my eye at the end of last week. The one thing I didn't really like about it was that it ran the thing for steps, and it just kind of felt like you always wanted to play Cannonball on 5. So what I decided to do is remove the thing first steps and add in the Black Cat to just really bring down the curve as much as possible. And I tell you what, it felt like Marvel Snap on easy mode. The general idea of the deck is you just play out a bunch of small, powerful cards early that can scale and grow. And then you have a bunch of tools to destroy a lot of the most popular cards in the meta. You have the Spider-Ham in here. It's weird to play Spider-Ham right now because you don't get to see what card you hit, but also, like, it's kind of bugged out, so your opponent can't really see what card it hit until they check their deck. So it's a little weird playing Spider-Ham, but it is still very, very effective and definitely the best play for this deck. We have things like Hydra Bob and Black Cat, which are end-of-turn early cards that we can play down to get buffed by Aurora later. It just runs a lot of my favorite cards in the game. I think Herbie is super underrated. You either can just find a little bit of energy ramp at the right time or just get a little bit of extra power to push you over the top. Kate Bishop is so good for filling out your curve, giving you some options that you don't have to like immediately go like 1-drop, 2-drop, 3-drop, but actually giving you some space to be able to fill out your curve in a positive way. Sam is going to grow over time and then also give you some wiggle room with controlling certain lanes at the right time. And I tell you what, this card, Drax, is one of my favorite cards in the game, and I think this card is so broken, and I'm just going to keep talking about how broken I think this card is. It is just a 3-drop that you play down. Your opponent can try and play around it, but when they play around it, they're playing suboptimally, so he's already getting you value. It is just such a menace of a card that is really brought to life like this deck and the Doom 2099 deck to just be this mid-game, just colossal threat that's so annoying to deal with. I've been screaming for the rooftop since Drax came out, telling everyone to get it, so hopefully you got your hands on it. And if you didn't, keep an eye out for it in the shop, because I really, really think if Star-Lord gets adjusted, Drax might become public enemy number 1, because this card is crazy overtuned, super, super powerful. Also, I got in a big argument on stream about if the movement is a downside or not. I do not think it is. Maybe you have a different experience than me, but I've played like hundreds of games with Drax now at this point. He has never moved and lost me the game a single time, but he has moved and won me the game so many times. I'm a huge believer in this card. I try and fit him in just about everything, so hopefully you have access to him because he is a superstar in this deck. And then as far as like fighting against the meta, you have Cosmo, which can really crush Star-Lord. You have the Mercury Cannonball combo, which can destroy big threats that they either ramp out early or in the late game to do a huge swing turn. We have Stardust, which not only stops like Star-Lord's getting Zola'd, but a lot of other threats in the meta, like any kind of Zoo or any kind of like Nimrod Destroy or Hela. If you're running into that, Stardust is so good, and this deck is way more effective at taking use of Stardust because you're able to Aurora it and get additional value for it later in the game, as opposed to just playing out it in the mid game and just having to deal with having a 4/6. And then the Aurora to finish things off. This is really like a win 3-lane style of deck. You present this like really nasty threat to your opponents, and I tell you what, they're going to have a really hard time answering it. And I told you it was Marvel Snap on easy mode. We went 21-4 in this deck. We went from about 450 to like 270. So we went crazy gained ranks at high infinite with this, was just destroying players left and right. And what I really like about this deck is that it doesn't feel like there's too many really hard decisions, and I didn't have to use like call outs and stuff to win. It was just kind of natural plays that you can play against your opponent to block what they're trying to do. So if you are trying to climb to infinite still, or if you're trying to climb up in infinite, cannot recommend this deck enough. It is so powerful, and I hope you enjoy the plays. As always, if you're enjoying this content, make sure to hit the like button. Check down below, make sure you subscribe. Catch me live at twitch.tv/Binks_plays. Enjoy. You piece. I think most of the time people are like, oh, you know, Howard the Duck will help my Iron Lad hits and Jubilee hits. The problem is that usually on the turn where you want to play Iron Lad or Jubilee, it's just your best play. And then you look at Howard the Duck and it shows it's going to suck. And then you're like, okay, well, I guess I just like, don't play it this turn, and then you make like an even worse play. Then you just lose anyway. What usually happens. Fine, you wanna lock it down, man? You're locked in here with me now. What do you think about that shit? You wanna get locked down, buddy? I'll show you getting locked down. Good jump, kid. So I'm just gonna play it now. Put the onus on them to figure out what the hell to do to beat this. Would Howard seeing your opponent's top deck be too good? Be interesting. Okay, we need Stardust here. Oh my god. We're gonna lose to Foomzola, man. We're gonna lose to Foomzola. We didn't get Acid Arrow, we didn't get Stardust, we didn't get Cannonball, we didn't get Cosmo. We had 4 outs, and we missed all of them. That's wild, dude. We missed every single out. It's like Mercury, right? Cannonball. I don't know. Maybe they run. Maybe they run. Who knows, man? Destroyed, I'm afraid. Thank you, Drax, my absolute king. God damn it, I love Drax so freaking much, dude. I cannot express to you how much I love this card. Just try and stay ahead best we can. This is ramp. A few things we could do to try and fight back. We could have Galactus coming down right. I actually don't feel too bad about that with Cannonball in hand. Oh, they're hoarding, man. They're hoarding up a dang old storm. Oh, they're hoarding up a dang old storm here. Crossbones value? That's right, punk. I got a dang old crossbones right in your face. Oh, you might think your Galactus is going to trigger because you're ahead. Just kidding. Drax right to the freaking skull. Sorry. Kind of in win 3 lanes profit territory here in a pretty fantastic way. They got a lot of work to win 2 lanes. Can we win every lane by 7? If we go Aurora, we'll win this one by 7. We'll get +3 here, so we'll win this one by 7. And +4. Oh, we won't. All right, we gotta go here then. Crazy you thought that would work, for the record. My kind of like hypothesis is they are trying to make the season pass cards stronger and more build around cards this year. Now it's only based on a trend of 2 things. That's my current guess. We could try and Cosmo them here. If I was them, where would I play my Wiccan if I had it? I tend to like to play cards where I don't have cards. Maybe that's just me. F.
Hello, can you understand me?
It's definitely an overcorrection for weak season pass cards in 2025. Weak season pass cards in 2025? There's a lot of really strong season pass cards in 2025. But some of them were weak. For sure. Victory. We can't pass. Because if we pass, then they probably take prio. So I think we just have to play this here. Which sucks, but... it'll stop them from getting multiple Star-Lord triggers. They weren't going to take prio. Stopping them from getting multiple Star-Lord triggers is pretty strong. Stop Zola as well. Also quite strong. Victory. Omega with Foom, then re-trigger fire here. Oh, neat. Oh, you lost your Iron Patriot card, you fool. Absolute fool. We could try and Cosmo their Wiccan here. Or we can try and stop them from getting Raft. I feel like stopping their Wiccan is worse than getting a Raft card. Maybe not that one. That one's not that good. They also didn't play Wiccan, notably. The rock. How useless. Move the shield as a joke, I suppose. Still have priority, so this Stardust could do some problems for them. They're wanting to play something that utilizes Stardust effect. Sounds good. Some extra energy to play with here. I have some extra energy to play with next turn. Exciting. So we have end of turn, on reveal, ongoing, and activate, all middle. Should be in a pretty darn good spot. There's a chance that Drax jumping loses us the game. Well, we'll just have to hope that that's not the case. Ouch.
Are ye worthy?
Easy game, easy life.
Victory.
GG's Musical Man. Oh, wait. I don't know. Should I be scared? They're probably playing like Galactus or whatever, right? Yeah, I mean, it's worse for you if you're on this side, right? Because I don't get to see what I pig anymore. That was like a pretty good part of the card. Okay. If on reveal, we don't have on reveal or ongoing here. It's not very good. Not very good at all. Power output is actually pretty soft here. Really wish we could win both lanes. I guess we could still win if Drax jumps. Just go Aurora middle then. Very nice. What did the elven do when he broke his toe? He called a tow truck. I feel like that is I feel like that's not a joke. Well, I just don't understand why you would need a tow truck if you break your toe. Like, usually the joke is it's supposed to have, like, double meaning. Yeah, what's the point of it being an elephant? I have so many questions. Elephants don't even have toes. I don't even think they have toes, man. I have several questions. They totally do. Boo. Alright, you have burned 2 of my cards. How will I ever recover from this? The argument I should have gotten Mercury done that turn. Well, that's unfortunate for you, isn't it?
Oh, snap.
That sure sucks.
Victory.
Ovens do have toes, actually. They're the little nubs you see on the bottom. How do you can't break that then, though, right? Like, how would you break that? Do you think of any game with better card animations than Snap? I mean, Hearthstone has some really good card animations. Snap is cool because almost every card has a decent card animation. Hasn't always been the case.
Snap.
Pretty good. What did the blob eat? Everything? I don't know. Worry about that later. You f***er. It's Shulao, Sable, Toxin, Chavez, Maverick, Squash. We have 2 cards left in deck. This turn they probably beast middle. Oh, I can still do this. Honestly, impressive that you thought that would work.
Victory.
Probably won't see a Kraglin change. I think we'll see a Kraglin change. I think we'll see a Kraglin change. I think they were a bit off the mark with him. I think if you just made him a 3/4, the card's a lot better. It's really bad for them.
This is what we got. Everybody's a
If
big
they're
fan.
C3, which we actually don't know. C3 needs Stardust on anything. I don't think so. Yeah, we can snap. I think it's pretty clear that Shu Lao is way more oppressive than Star-Lord. Why do you think that that's pretty clear? It's possible to stop the Star-Lord player. It's true. I don't think that is reason to say that it's pretty clear that something is the case, personally. I think I'm hoping that we win with a Drax jump right. Hitting right always wins. Probably not true. You agree with Gorbachev, even if they're not explaining it well. KMBest said it took like a month for Supergiant to become the sole counter. There's a range of counters within a week. Crazy stay. Just because a card has counters doesn't mean it's better or worse. It really depends on your perspective and like what you're looking at. I don't think it's like so simple as just like card was better, card was worse. There's a lot of metrics that you can look at that would point to either one being more dominant, I would say. I also think Star-Lord can go into a lot more stuff than people use him in. The problem is just that like the main way to use Star-Lord feels like the strongest way possible to do it. You're finding Star-Lord worse to play because it's in every game? Wouldn't that make it more... If Star-Lord is in more games, I just don't think it's something that's like super straightforward as far as like what's better, what's stronger. I feel like it's kind of fluid a bit from my perspective. Can't put you left. Ace of snaps. They also, all their beasted cards went into the deck, right? Dude, the Rocket Raccoon is... It's whiffing like crazy, man. He's the Whiffler, it would appear. Shu restricts the metagame more than Star-Lord. I kind of disagree with that personally. I felt like Star-Lord restricted the metagame much more than Shu Lao. Star-Lord, you needed to counter to have a chance against it, from my perspective, most of the time. Shu Lao, you could still fight against it if you didn't have a counter, or if you weren't running Supergiant. I think that Shu Lao has a higher floor and that Star-Lord has a much higher ceiling. I felt way more restricted playing against... I personally felt way more restricted playing against Star-Lord, or having Star-Lord be the meta menace, rather than having Shu Lao be the meta menace. But it could also depend on playstyle and things like that. If we get Herbie energy right now, we could do double Aurora, which is kind of crazy. So for me, that means that we should probably maybe shut down left. Maybe just get a bunch of arrows. Many arrows seems good. We could play Star-Lord, Stardust right. Very rude. If they are Nimrod, then this should absolutely destroy them.
What a game!
Game indeed. Gobbled him up. Gobbled up my boy. Acid Arrow Assault. You don't get to see double acid arrow very often.
Victory.
Another victim of the silent but deadly pig. Do you have a least all-time snap meta? Yeah, I mean Zabu. The original version of Zabu almost made me like stop playing the game for a period of time. The holiday stretch with Blob Thanos. Yeah, Blob Thanos was tough to beat, man. No lies there. Remember when Chavez was in many decks? No, I didn't. I never saw anyone play Chavez at those points. Never saw that card hit the board. Little joke for the old Chavez enjoyers there. Stardust will probably cook them.
Oh, snap.
1-2 do nothing? It's a bad card.
Victory.
Probably Tapuria. Tapuria looks, Tapuria looks kind of insane, man. Yeah, the Joanna fight where she turned into the Frankenstein monster. That was a pretty crazy one. No, no lies detected there. You like Pat the Batter, but you have no idea if he's actually good? He is very good. $13. And we have activate on reveal ongoing. We would tie. And Aurora actually won't be bigger than Drax, so Drax won't jump. Yes, it will, because I have to play it middle. Okay. You know. Play the card middle, figure the rest out later. If I move Mercury, Drax won't jump. He'll just gain +3 is the problem. It's probably a mirror. Can I beat their Aurora wherever they play it? They go Nightcrawler left. They also play Aurora. They go Nightcrawler left. Play Aurora right. Or play Aurora mid. On reveal, end of turn, ongoing. On reveal, activate. It's 16. I don't know. I'm just going to do this. Figure it out later. Easy game, easy life, I'm afraid. A Daredevil enjoyer, I see. An enjoyer of all things Daredevil and Daredevil related. Goliath enjoyer as well. Would you look at that? You know, like Mr. Negative? There's been times when Mr. Negative has been quite oppressive for sure. 7 board. These extra points you got there. I feel like we can snap on this. He's trying to do Kraglin Galactus stuff probably and hit his wave. Second Kraglin. Second +3. Yeah, it's Dexter for sure. Can't imagine he's loving his position here. I sure wouldn't be. I know that. I know that. He just turned a 3/11 into a 0 power card. Yeah, Daredevil shows the moves. I'm pretty sure. I don't think he, pretty sure it shows the moves. It does show order, actually, Pikeman. You just have to be watching really specifically. What do you think, Chad? I think we have this one locked up.
Binks, binks, binks. I hope you like the vibe. Binks, binks. Like and subscribe. Binks, binks. I hope you like the vibe. Binks, binks. Like and subscribe.